Welcome to class. Welcome to class. Stable and capable today. We won't need any equipment, but we will be using accessories. So the first thing you'll need is, something light. For example, I have my lotion here. This will be useful. That'll be enough. And then I have a couple of weights here. These are just 2 pounds each. I have 4 total, but obviously don't have to be weights, just something that's about 2 to 5 pounds, and even just maybe 1 pound like this, like the lotion, that'll work just fine too. So it is 2:15. We're gonna go ahead and get warmed up. Welcome to class, guys. My name is Alexander, the health and fitness specialist at the McLean location. Thank you guys for joining me today. So go ahead and grab your accessories, your handheld. They'll need to be able to fit in your palm, so something you can easily palm. 1 to 2 pounds is just fine. All right, other than that, we don't need any equipment. So today what we're going to be doing is focusing on stabilizing, increasing our range of motion, and then following that up with a strengthening exercise. All right, so they're going to be very simple. You're not going to necessarily be tired today. We're just working on strengthening smaller muscles as well as our primary movers. All right, so we're going small muscles for stability, and then we're going to try to transition into moves that strengthen the bigger muscles. All right, so we'll go ahead and get warmed up. All right, so go ahead, bring your hands behind your head, fold over at the waist, and drop your butt. Back up, bring the hips back up, and all the way up. All right, so repeat. We're hitting full body today. So upper and lower. Fold over if you can. We're gonna go for 5 reps. That's 3. Fold over, drop the butt. 4, I'll come to the side so you can see. Fold over, squat, push the hips back, and back up. All right, good. Let's go ahead, come down on all 4s. Drop your butt to the floor, hands and feet in contact with the ground. You're going to push your hips up, bring the right hand up and over, and reach behind you. All right, try to get your head and your eyes around so where your hands are. Get those hips up, drop them down to the floor. All right, repeat. Just loosening the body up here, nothing major. All right, so take your time going through these moves. We'll see similar moves throughout our workout. All right, got 1 more each side. Ooh, really reach, eyes and head coming around. All right, come back up to your feet. What we got next? All right, so we're gonna come back down to the mat. We've got what are called plank pushbacks. All right, so you're gonna come into a high plank. Push your butt back to your heels. Keep your knees off the ground. All right. Gonna go for 5 reps. Squeeze your glutes. Keep the hips nice and tight. 1 more. 5 and up. All right. Make sure you keep your knees off the ground for that one. Okay. All right. So we got 1 more move. Yes, we have our runner stretches. So we're coming right back to the mat. All right, coming to a lunge. You're gonna push the hips forward. Let the legs split your body so you have 1 palm on each side of your foot. Bring that leg that's on the ground all the way back. Push your hips forward. All right. We're gonna bring the right arm up and over. And we're gonna do the same on the other side. Left arm up and over. Switch legs. All right. Lunge. Push the hips forward. Let the front leg split your body. 1 hand on both sides of the leg. And repeat. Up and over. All right. Switch legs again. Gonna do 1 more on each side. Let that leg split the body. Left arm is up. Right arm through the same. And last switch. Then we'll get the heart rate up and we'll begin. Arm up. Gonna do some jumping jacks just to get the heart rate going, then we'll get into it. It's about 20 jumping jacks. On the balls of the feet. Nice and easy. Tap it there. And 20. All right, so our first two moves we're gonna do. The class is we're gonna have, again, two coupled moves. One is gonna kind of work on the stability, the other's gonna work on the strength. All right, so go ahead and grab your 2 pound object, your 1 pound object. Again, I have my lotion here. We're gonna go one side at a time, all right? This is gonna be an arm exercise. All right, so you're going to 90 degrees, come to 90 degrees, bring that elbow nice and high, not down low, parallel to the ground. And what you're gonna do is turn your palm down and juggle your object in your hand, all right? Then we're gonna switch to the other side, do the exact same thing, 90 degrees. All right, try to like suck your shoulder into your body and juggle that item in your hand, all right? So we're gonna go for 30 seconds on each side. After that, we're going to do push-ups, all right? We're gonna hold the up position 10 seconds, come down, hold the bottom position 10 seconds for 1 minute total, okay? So here we go. Starting off with your light object in your right hand, 90 degrees, gonna juggle, 30 seconds, let's go. Keep the elbow high. All right. Don't drop it like me, but if you do, just pick it back up. Just pick it back up and keep going. Now you should feel a burn in your shoulder. It's gonna be in your rotator cuff muscles. That's what we're working on right here. I can see myself on my computer screen. It's nice and slow. Keep the elbow high. That's what you really want to do. Keep the elbow and the wrist high. Try not to let one fall lower than the other. And switch. If you feel a burn building up, that's good. Depending on your relative strength, you may need to have something a little heavier, but you don't need anything heavy. 5 pounds should be plenty. Remember, try to suck your shoulder like into your body. Hopefully that cue makes sense for you. 10 more seconds. Hopefully your coordination is good and relaxed. Coordination and your forearm strength. You should feel that in your forearm too. All right, so we're gonna come down to the mat. For 1 minute, we're gonna hold, 10 seconds, hold the up position, and we're gonna try to hold the bottom position for 10 seconds as well. All right, if you can't hold the 10, then just do whatever you can do. If that's 5 seconds on each position, that's okay. If that's 10 seconds in one position, 5 seconds in the other, that's okay too, all right? So 1 minute holding the top position, and then 1 minute holding the bottom position. 3, 2, 1, go. We're switching every 10. And drop. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push back up. Keep those elbows nice and tight. Keep the tension in your chest. So bring your hands together to keep the tension in your chest. Drop. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push. Good. Protract your shoulder blades. You don't want your shoulder blades coming together. You want to protract them or push as far as you can. All right. Drop. And time. Whew. Okay. So we'll switch that up so that way we do the bottom position for 5 seconds. Don't want to tire you guys out, and I don't want to tire myself out. So repeat again. Grab your weight or your object or whatever you have. This is actually a little bit heavier for me, so this will work. Plus it's smaller, so it's easier to hold. All right, so you can make an adjustment with that object you're holding if you need to. All right, so here we go, 30 seconds. Something that's glass might be a little bit heavier too. So if you feel comfortable that you won't drop anything that's glass, you can feel free to do that. All right. More than halfway there. Try to open and close your palm to give you the sensation of, that you're dropping it. Remember, keep that elbow and the wrist high. You don't want to drop the elbow. You don't want to drop the wrist. Ooh, got it. Didn't drop it. Hold both up nice and high. All right, switch. Remember, you should be building up a burning sensation. That's what we're going for. All right. Hopefully, y'all have carpet and not hardwood like me. Because if I drop something, they'll hear it outside. Ooh, that burns. And time. I'm left-handed, so I feel this more on my right shoulder than I do my left shoulder. So if that's your case too, that's perfectly fine, that's normal. But that's why we do single size, to reduce the discrepancy, all right? So we're still gonna go for another minute here, but we're just going for 5 seconds at the bottom, 10 seconds at the top. All right, here we go. And hold it up. Remember, protract all the way out. Don't let those shoulder blades come together. Drop it down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring it up. Keep those elbows nice and tight. You can always drop to your knees if you need to. Just make sure those hips aren't up. Drop it down. Push those hips as far forward as you can get them. Keep the elbows tight, up. And squeeze your hands, or imagine you're trying to squeeze your hands and clap. Drop. That's the tension you want to create. Through your chest, up. So you're not leaning, or you're not using too much of your shoulders. Down. And time. Whew. So yes, if your shoulders, chest are burning, good. That's exactly what we want. We're right back on the external rotation here. 30 seconds. 9, 10, 11. Keep that forearm parallel to the ground. Keep that elbow and wrist high. 90 degrees between the elbow, or at the elbow, okay? Should be burning. If it is, good. And relax, switch. Ooh, that burns. So repetitions, repetitions, repetitions. So we're going for trying to build stability. We'll be doing more isometric movements. Working on the small itty bitty muscles as best as we can anyway. And then coming to an aggregate effort where we're using more of our bigger muscles. And time. All right. Back down to the floor. This is set number 3. We got one more after this, and then we'll go to the next exercise. The next 2 exercises. All right, 1 minute. Starting at the up position. Let's go. And drop. Remember, bring those hands together as if you're getting ready to clap to create that tension in your chest. Up. Throughout this holding position. Drop. Elbows stay tight. 4, 5. Breathe. If you need to drop to your knees, drop to your knees. Okay? Drop. Elbows tight. Bring those palms together. Up. Nice clean push. We got one more, guys. Come on, drop. You're doing a lot of shaking, that's okay. Time. Oh, Lord. Yeah, that burns. It's getting hot. All right, back on the shoulder external rotation. Here we go. Should really be burning. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and time. Try to make sure your posture is well, switch sides, upright. Don't want to be leaned over, don't want to be leaned back. Just nice and upright. Remember, keep that elbow high. We'll be seeing this again in the future, so you'll have time to try it again. Three, 2, 1, and time. All right. Me too, you can shake it out. If y'all hear that alarm, my dad's getting it. It'll be off in a second. All right, back down. Here we go. 1 minute at the top. Go. Pushing all the way out. Drop. 3, 4, 5. Push. Good. Remember, keep those abs and glutes tight. Drop. Push. Breathe. I'm also talking to myself. Breathe. Drop. Push. Doing a whole lot of shaking now. Remember, bring those hands together. Keep the tension in the chest. Time. Phew. All right, so we're done with that section. We're going to go to the next. So now we're going right to the back. We just worked on chest and pushing and the shoulders. Now we're going to hit the back. All right, so if you have your few items that are weighted, your objects, your accessories, go ahead and grab those. So what we're going to be doing now is a TYI hold, okay? Don't have the best space here, but I will make it work. Alright, so you're going to come down, face down on your mat. You're going to come to a T, and you're going to hold it 10 seconds. You're going to drop, bring your arms up to a Y, lift, hold for 10 seconds, drop, and then you're going to come to an I, where your arms are straight out, and you're going to hold it for 10 seconds. All right? 1 minute total. We're going to be at each position for 10 seconds, 2 times around. All right? That'll make up 1 minute. All right? So that's the strengthening move. The mobility move, or that we're going to go with, is the reverse tabletop hold. Okay? So kind of like what we did in the warm-up. Going to come down on your butt, all fours on the ground, and you're going to come up and hold. All right, so we're going to be holding here as well. Back down and back up, just like what we did for the first exercise. All right. So we got 1 minute with that, 1 minute with the TYI holds. All right, we're starting off here. And if you want to make this more challenging, you straighten your legs out and you lift. Okay? All right, so here we go. 1 minute. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Shoulder blades are back. And if you're not able to hold this position, what you can do is you can come down to your elbows. Just like that. All right? And this is prepping us for the next move as well, for the legs, which is a hip thrust hold. Try to keep your hips as high as you can. If you need to, you can always come back down, come back up. All right? Remember to keep those shoulder blades back. You don't want to let your shoulders roll forward. You don't want to be here. Bring those shoulder blades all the way back. So you know that you're engaging the right muscles and you're creating that stability that you need. And drop. All right. So go ahead and grab your weights. You don't have to have your weights if you don't need them, or if you don't have them, you don't have to have them. It's okay. It just makes it this TYI hold a little bit more challenging. All right. So here we go. T hold for 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come to the Y. Lift. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Try to orient your hands so your thumbs are up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back to the T. Lift. Bring those shoulder blades back. Drop. Come to the Y. And lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Drop. All right. Come out in front. Lift. Time. Whew. All right, flip it back over. This time we're going to lift and drop as opposed to just holding that reverse tabletop. All right, so here we go. 1 minute and go. Lift and drop. Good. Keep those shoulder blades back. Pop the chest out a little bit. Position your legs so that your shins are forming a 90-degree angle at the knee, and your shins are perpendicular to the floor. Whew. Drop. Good job, guys. Keep it up. I love this move because it kind of hits the whole backside of your body. Glutes, hamstrings, not so much your calves, but gets the back, the whole back, your extensors, rhomboids, posterior delt, triceps, everything on the backside. Time. Traps, all of that. Good. All right. Go ahead and grab your weights. The weights that you have, you can always drop them or reduce it. All right, so here we go. T hold and go. You can lift your legs if you want, but you don't have to. And drop. Come to a Y. Lift and hold. Thumbs up toward the ceiling. Drop to the I. lift, kind of like making a signal that says the field goal is good. Drop, come back to the T, lift, shoulder blades come together, and drop, come back to the Y, lift, drop, I, lift, and drop. Ooh. Ooh. Good Lord. Hopefully this is a challenge to you guys, because it certainly is to me. It's different when you do a lot of holding as opposed to stopping and starting. All right, so flipping right back over. We're gonna keep it moving. 1 minute, reverse tabletop. And 3, 2, 1, go. Oh yeah, forgot the lift and drop. Alright, so like I said before, keep those shoulder blades back and try to get the hips as high as you can. The higher you go, the more you want to bring those shoulder blades back. At least that's the sensation that I get. And remember, you can come down to your forearms if you need and lift, or you can straighten those legs out to make it harder and lift, because it'll be more in your back here, as well as your core. Yeah, like I said, that's the other reason I like this move. It gets your whole body, at least the whole back side of it. Keep it up, keep it up. And time. All right, so we'll get a break after we do this next set. T hold, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and begin. Drop, come to the Y. I hope you guys are sweating. And drop, come to the I. This is definitely the hardest one out of these three. Drop to the T. Get a break. We get a break later. Let's go. We're getting closer and closer. Drop. Come to the Y. Keep those thumbs up. Lift. Drop. And come to the Y. Lift. Don't let those hands touch the ground. Drop. All right. Ooh. All right, so if you need to, you can go ahead, grab some water, take a breather. Let me know how you're doing. I would love to know. Where are you feeling it? What burns? What hurts, if anything? Is it easy? Is it hard? So let me know something. If you're able to. Would greatly appreciate it. Because I am burning up over here. Whew. Alright, so we got one more set. Now, you know what? Nah, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go forward. Alright, so we're going to go ahead to the legs here. So I want to get more legs in. Alright, so we're going to go and get started with the runner stretch and the slow squats. Alright, so the way we're going to do this, kind of like just like we did with the warm-up, except we're going to do it actively and not so passive. Alright, So you're gonna lean forward on that front leg. As you can see, my back knee is on the floor. All you're gonna do is push your weight into that front leg and lift that back knee off of the floor. All right, just gonna hold for about 5 seconds. Drop that knee, switch. All right, lean forward, lift that back leg off of the mat. All right, hold for 5 seconds and switch. All right, so hop on in. Let's keep it going. Lean forward, lift that back leg, squeeze your hip or squeeze your glutes. Okay, drop. Squeeze your glutes, and you're gonna feel a lot of that tension coming through your glutes and your thigh, your quad. All right, so lean forward, lift that back knee, and drop. And if you're not able to do it, just bring your palm down. All right, bring your. If I have my left leg up, my right hand is down, and then I'm trying to push through my left leg, and I'm holding my weight with my right. All right, just drop your opposite palm down to the floor. All right, so lean forward, squeeze the glutes, lift that back leg, feel the tension coming through the thigh, switch. Last one, and we're gonna get into the slow squats. Lean forward. Remember, if you can, get your torso nice and upright as opposed to leaning forward. That'll help level out your center of gravity, put more work on the hamstrings and the glutes. And drop. Okay. So what we got now is just simple, slow squats. All right. So assume your position. We can jump right into these and just squat down nice and slow. And we're gonna come up nice and slow as well. All right. So we got 1 minute. Nice and slow, and up. This way you can feel the switch in your muscles as they activate to get you up and down. We went to a single leg exercise, now we're coming to a bipedal or a two-legged exercise. So that way they can work together. Good, keep it up, keep it up. And if you want, you can bring the hands behind the head, which I would actually recommend. It helps you keep your torso a little bit level. But if you're not there just yet, that's fine. You can keep your hands out in front of you if you need to. And time. All right. Back down to the floor. We've got our runner stance, our runner stretch hold, even though we're not really stretching. All right, so come down to the knee, lean forward. We're also trying to increase the range of motion in our ankle. All right. So you can actually elevate your front leg to make this easier if you have something stable. Like I have a ottoman here that I could use. If I needed to, you can use a stair step. Anything that's stable enough for you to lean on. But we're also trying to increase the ankle mobility here too. All right, so go ahead and lift. And drop. Remember, you can also bring your palm down on the floor, like so, to hold your body up. Lift. And drop. Switch it up. Forward, good. Lift. Drop. Squeeze those glutes. Keep the abs tight. And you'll be able to properly engage the muscles in your thigh to help support your knee. Alright. If you do have any pain, like I said, reduce the angle in your knee by elevating your front leg. using a stair or your bed, something like that, something stable that you can elevate your foot, but also you would reduce the angle at your ankle. Got one more on each side. Lift, drop, switch, lean forward, slowly build the tension up, lift, drop, last one. I'm going back to the slow squats, lean forward, raise that back knee, keep the torso upright, and drop. All right, bring it up. Got our slow squats. All right. So whatever depth you're comfortable with. We got 1 minute and go. Try to count at least 3 seconds going down, 3 seconds coming up. Okay. Whatever depth you're comfortable with. And before you start your squat, try to screw, like tear the floor apart. Like these are my toes. I'm creating a force, a torsional force, torque, that kind of like screws my feet into the ground. Try to sustain some type of tension through your feet by doing that. All right. So the more forward your feet are, the more tension, the more torsion you can create. All right. And that's going to increase your stability. Time. All right. Cool. So we got about 10 more minutes. Let's go ahead and keep it moving. We're going to go to the next two. These are our last two. All right, so we have scorpion kicks and the hip thrust hold. All right, so scorpion kicks look just like this. Don't know if this is actually what they're called, but that's what I call them. All right, so you're going to come down, prone position, face down on your belly. You're going to I'm bringing my right leg to my left side and trying to touch the floor. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing with my left leg. Bring my left leg over. I don't have space, but I'm going to try to bring my left leg over to touch the floor. All right. So, depending on your flexibility, this may be easy. It may be a little difficult. But if you're able to easily just get your leg back and touch the floor, what you're going to try to do is bring your foot a little bit higher with a bend, like that. All right. So if you haven't joined me, go ahead, come on down. Keep your core tight, by the way. Doing this for time. Just about 30 seconds. One more. All right. Go ahead, flip over. We're going to do a hip thrust hold. All right, so back down flat. Heels as close as you can get them to your butt. Lift and hold. All right, so we got a minute on the clock. And of course, you can always load up with weight if that makes it easier. You can elevate your back, your torso, so that way you're in like a tabletop position like we did earlier. You can elevate your feet. If you have something you can rest your feet on, even the wall will work. Just don't slip. Or you can just keep it simple. Come down to the floor, lift, and hold. All right? If you need to drop, you can drop, reset, catch your breath, lift back up, and hold. Push those glutes toward the ceiling. Squeeze. You should be able to, if you threw a penny or a coin at your butt, it should bounce right off. That's how tense you want your glutes to be. All right. Squeeze those abs as well. Keep that pelvis neutral. You can always come down, rest if you need uptime. Alright, so you're flipping right back over. Right back to the scorpion kicks. Alright, so what we're working on here is hip extension. Our ability to bring our hips forward. Alright, that's what our gluteus maximus does, is extend the hip. Or you can just think of the movement as bringing the hips forward. Okay? So if you're looking for some booty gains, this is what we're doing would be a part of the training to establish that. Take your time doing these scorpion kicks, by the way. And again, if you can't bring your leg up like I did, just try to bring your right leg over to your left side. You want to keep your chest flat and let the twist come from your hips. Okay? Keep the core tight and time. Flip it back over. You got that hip thrust hold. 1 minute. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Lots and lots and lots of holds. Alright, that's what we got ahead of us. And that's what we'll always have behind us, is lots and lots of holds. Okay? If this is challenging for you guys, please let me know. Let me know what your favorite one was. If you got here late, that's okay. We'll have some similar moves next week as well. Just let me know if this is working for you guys. I need to know that you're getting worked. If it's too easy, I need to dial it up. If it's too hard, I gotta dial it back. Ooh. Time. Alright, we got one more round. One more round. We got enough for one more to go. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. It's 11:57. Nope. Alright. So go ahead. Hop on up. We're going to stop it right there. Okay. That was pretty challenging, at least to me anyway. So if you can, grab a wall. Gonna come to a figure 4 position, or you can come down to the floor. Bring your left leg over your knee, squat down, stretch out the glute a little bit. I think they call this the pigeon pose in yoga. I'm sure Jess has done this a lot. Come up and switch. Come down nice and slow. I want to thank you guys for joining me today. And I hope you got a good workout. It's definitely challenging for me. And come up. I'm going to go to the left quad here. It's only Tuesday, but I don't know why it feels like the weekend to me. Hope you guys have a great day. If you were asleep, hope this woke you up. You're already having a great day, excellent. And switch. Don't forget to get some lunch, guys. I know Kinsley last week, he did a stir fry. Watch that video. Make yourself some stir fry. If you don't know what to make, there's an idea right there. And he shows you how to make it. And relax. Bring the left leg over the right leg. Fold over. Stretching out the hamstring. Push the chest toward the ground. nice and slow. Switch, bring the right leg over the left, fold on over. All right. Come up nice and slow. Bring the right arm up and over. Switch. Gonna have to make me something to eat. I'm getting hungry. And relax. Bring that left arm across. Pull. Ooh, goodness. And switch. Let me know what type of equipment you guys have as well. That way, you know, I can consider how to do a modification with the type of equipment that you have. Just in case it's something we'll be doing or we could use in the future. And relax. Bring those arms behind you. Interlock. Fold over. Big breath and come up nice and slow. That's our time, guys. So thank you for joining me again. My name is Alex. You know, got a little bit more time if you want. Just let me know what you guys thought, what type of equipment you have. I'll try to do what I can to work it in the future. All right. So thank you for joining me, y'all. Have a great day.